Stop scrolling. What I'm about to tell you will completely change how you think about buying or selling a home. And if you ignore this warning, it could cost you everything. The house market as we know it is dead. And I'm not talking about a temporary dip or a seasonal slowdown. I'm talking about a fundamental shift that's going to separate the winners from the losers over the next 2 years. Hey, I'm Tom Baker, your local go-to realtor here in the Portland metro area. Welcome to my channel. I've been tracking the data. That means that most agents either don't understand it or don't even want to know about it. What I'm about to show you and what I'm seeing right now is that the biggest housing market deception in probably decades, and it's about to destroy unprepared buyers and sellers. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to expose exactly what's happening, why the market you think you know doesn't exist anymore, and the specific actions you need to take right now to protect yourself from financial disaster. But first, let me show you the one chart that proves everything you've been told about real estate is a lie. Here's what nobody wants to admit. We're now hitting the wall of affordability and the market realization that the market is completely overpriced. I don't care what the headlines say. I don't care what other agents are telling you. The numbers don't lie. And the numbers are screaming that we are possibly in trouble. Look at what's actually happening right now in our market. In markets across the country, we're seeing home prices decline. Not the markets that you would expect. The markets that are supposed to be safe. Texas, Florida, Arizona, places where they're actually built new houses. They're seeing pricing drops. But here's what's really happening. The housing market, where it's at right now, is manipulated. And it's completely false. And when you think about crashing down, I think about what could possibly be massive. You want proof? Let me give you the proof. Foreign buyers just purchased $56 billion of real estate in the United States homes. That's up 33% from last year. These aren't people that are buying homes to live in. They're investors, parking money, driving prices that regular Americans cannot afford. China alone makes up for 15% of the foreign purchases. And here's the kicker. China doesn't allow us to buy their real estate, but we're letting them buy ours while our own citizens can't even afford homes. This is creating an artificial demand that's pricing out an entire generation of American families. But it gets worse. The inventory numbers everyone's celebrating, they're fake too. We have high inventory stacked right now, but even sellers are still living in 2021. They think they can list their house here and get multiple offers in 3 days. I'm sorry to tell you, but that fantasy's been over for a long time. I'm seeing houses sit on the market for 60, 90, even 120 days. Sellers aren't dropping prices and still not getting offers. Why? Because those buyers finally have a choice and they're choosing to wait. Here's what you as a seller need to understand. The season's over. We're not seeing the interest rates come down anywhere near what people were promised. If you're expecting things to come out hot in spring, you're going to be disappointed. If you're putting that house off the market thinking you'll relist in February, that's going to come back to bite you. The spring market is going to be a rough one too. Now, here's the part that should terrify every seller that's out there. Buyers don't have the money anymore. I see what's coming in. I know who the buyers are. They don't have $5,000 in the bank. That is very concerning. And they're trying to buy houses at the top of their budget. So they have no earnest money because there isn't anything affordable out there. These buyers are asking for sellers, that's you, for cash back at closing costs because they don't have any money. They're tapped out. This isn't the strong buyer pool sellers have been used to during the boom years. But here's what's really going to shock you. The whole financial system is overinflated. Look at the debt levels, over trillions of dollars in credit card debt. Look at the auto industry. People are paying $1,000, $1,200 a month for cars that they bought at $20,000 to $30,000 over MSRP during the pandemic. How about the Yukon Denali, for an example? Student loan payments have just restarted after 4 years. There's hundreds of people out there who suddenly have monthly payments they haven't had to make in 5 years. Everything is stacked on top of everything else, and when one piece falls, it all comes down. Here's my prediction. We're looking at a rough fall selling season, a rough spring market. The easy money's gone. The bidding wars are over. The days of listing your house high and getting higher are finished. So what does that mean for you right now? If you're a seller, you got to wake up. Price your house correctly from day one. All my contact information is below in the description. Call me and I will help you. The market isn't going to save you anymore. You can't chase down the market and expect to win. You got to get realistic about your house, what it's actually worth in today's market. And no, I'm not talking about what Zillow said it was worth in 2022 or even what it says on their website right now. The days are gone and they're over. And if you think Zillow's going to pay that price for your house, give them a call. I promise you they will not. For the first time in years, you have a negotiating power. Sellers are getting desperate. Desperate sellers make deals, but don't wait too long. When this market really crashes, credit is going to tighten up and qualifying for loans is going to get a lot harder. If you're thinking about waiting, here's what you need to understand. This isn't a normal market cycle. This is a fundamental reset. The housing market will never be the same as it was in 2020 or 2022. Those were artificial conditions created by emergency policies, and these conditions are never coming back. We had to wait 14, 15 years since the market crash in 2008 to even get there. The new reality is higher interest rates, tighter credit, more realistic pricing, and longer market time. So the sooner you accept this, the better your decisions will be made. Here's what I want you to do right now. Stop listening to agents that are telling to sell you a 2021 dream. Stop listening to the agents on social media showing you all these fancy houses in Lake Oswego. Stop believing that the prices are going to go up. Stop thinking that the government is going to come in and save the housing market. They're not. Start making decisions based on the new reality. Price aggressively. Price aggressively if you're selling. Negotiate hard if you're buying. And if you're prepared for the market that rewards preparation over speculation, you will win. The housing market will never be the same, but that doesn't mean you can't win. You just need to understand the new rules and you need to play by them. I help my clients navigate the new reality every single day, and I don't sugarcoat the truth, and I don't sell false hopes. I help people make smart decisions based on what's actually happening, not what we wish was happening. If you want help understanding what this new market means for you and your specific situation, call me, Tom Baker, your go-to local realtor here in Clackamas County and the entire Portland metro area. I'm more than happy to help you out. All my contact information is below in the description, and you can call or text me anytime. The housing market's dead. The new one's just beginning. Make sure you're on the right side of this transition, folks. If you want to see the specific data that proves everything I just told you on your house or in general, I'll make a new video next where I actually break down the numbers to show exactly why this market shift is permanent and what it means for home values in our area. So thank you so much for taking the time to check out this video. And again, if there's anything in the world I can do for you, all my contact information is below in the description. All you need to do is reach out and I'm glad to help you. Thank you.